The the lawyers don't have social security. They need to be protected. And we were charging, the Bar Council was charging about 42,000 for enrollment. It was questioned, the Supreme Court. Throughout all India, there was a PIL. One Rajiv Bansal had challenged that, saying that the statute says 700 and these people are charging 42,000. I was defending the state bar. Who is the lawyer for that? It also my client has not paid me. So I had a very hard time to defend in the Supreme Court. My Lord, the Chief Justice, Justice Chandrachud said, Mr. Mishra, you have to defend because you are the state where you are charging highest. We were indeed charging highest. But I tried to explain through their affidavit that we are charging for the benefit of the lawyer. For enrollment, we are charging as per the statute limits. But the other charges are volunteer charges. Because once a lawyer gets into the profession, he enrolls, he has to compulsorily pay something so that if anything happens, his insurance cover or anything happens, he can get it. The amount they deposit, that is one time voluntary deposit, that is for their welfare only. It is not being utilized by the state bar council. The entire idea is when a lawyer comes to the profession, he has to go through the struggle for a couple of years. He may not get that kind of money to, pay installment, insurance, premium, that kind of thing. So in one go, if you give, your insurance is covered. That was the whole idea. But the statute says otherwise. So therefore, that was cut down. And a uniform charge as per the statute has to be paid by every new entrant to the profession. That was the judgment of the Supreme Court. Having said that, what is required now? The requirement is a legislative measure. If a statute, a legislation is there, we have to act in accordance with the legislation. That's what the Supreme Court said, nothing beyond this. So 1961, it was decided some 500 and 700 for enrollment and still continuing. There is no legislative change, there is no amendment. In that direction, I believe the Bar Council has to work. Whatever they file the affidavit, they should justify and there should be some kind of statutory backup to whatever they charge. See, if you are a last speaker in a meeting, you are always in an advantage position. In the sense, whoever the previous speaker says, you pick up a point and keep on speaking. I was eagerly waiting to hear my Lord Justice Goda so that I can speak after him. But he asked me to speak before him because he wanted to take that advantage. I have been taking the advantage of my Lord Justice Goda as a lawyer in the court. And today he deprived me. Anyway, we all of us eagerly waiting for him to be heard. All ODISHA Lawyers Association really deserves an applaud and salute to them for selecting this place for the great gathering and giving us the opportunity to be part of this convening. Kudos to the Bar Council of Odisha, State Bar Council. The way they stood behind the organizing committee of all Odisha Lawyers Association to make this program successful is also commendable. Salute to them and great thanks to them for organizing this and making all our efforts to be successful. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to my dear friend. And I wish all of you all the best. And I will again request Yanabhai and Sitantu and all that repeat this kind of function in the undivided cooperative station. And all of us unitedly will support and make successful. Jai Malkanagiri. Thank you. We're deeply grateful the judge who had a heart for the lawyers. Now let us hear from another judge, a judge who will be always remembered, who said in the Supreme Court on his retirement day that the Supreme Court is not meant for the haves, it is also meant for the have-nots. Even if the have-nots come to the Supreme Court, if they don't get protection from the Supreme Court, then there is no hope for the country. Now let us hear from Justice B. Gopala Gowda. Namaskar. Malkangiri Ray, all Odisha Lawyers Association conference रे जो दे मु अत्यंत आनंदित ओडिशा मो राज्य बोली मु अनुभव करे I am in your hearts. You are in my deep heart. After 12 years, I demitted my office of Chief Justice of Orissa High Court. I traveled to Delhi as a judge of the Supreme Court. I retired 2016 October. Rightly, my brother Justice Shivu Shankar Mishra mentioned my name. And when I left the fertile religious spiritual land of Jagannatha, Lord Jagannatha, I made it very clear that I am debiting my office. I am hailing from Karnataka state, citizen of India. I still consider Odisha state is my state, my people. I made the declaration. The declaration of mine is being reciprocated by legal fraternity. Every conference, except one or two, I am very meticulously invited. I have attended. I shared my thoughts to the senior members of the bar, young and energetic members of the bar, law students, my brother and sister judges of the district judiciary, and to the High Court of Orissa High Court. Hot sun, you are in the suits, I am also in the suit. You may be sweating. You can tolerate that. But you are all hungry. I am also hungry. The hungry lions who contain in the forest, very difficult. But hungry stomachs of the lawyers, I can hold them, give my message to the legal fraternity. I did not address the guests except mentioning my brother Justice Shiv Shankar Mishra. I have to mention another personality on account of him and on account of persuasion. Two persons. I traveled a long distance in a bad road. Yesterday night I reached Koraput at 12:30. I did not sleep. But I came here, stood before you, and I pray the nature. Jnanaranjan Mahanti telephonically invited me. He said, irrespective of the difficulties which you may have to undertake, you have to be present in Malkangiri, this conference of 53rd conference of all ODISHA lawyers conference. There were a number of invitations for me in Karnataka. Tomorrow there are two functions. I selected this function to be in your midst because I am in your hearts. Jnanaranjana Mahanti, health is very weak. That's what my brother Justice Shiv Shankar Mishra said. I thought a senior member of the bar, a dynamic leader who could able to travel across Odisha state, keep all the lawyers together, irrespective of the fact of minor differences among the members of the bar. He has been constantly fighting for the cause and to get the grievances of the members of the bar redressed. Taking this opportunity, I pray the nature, I seek your blessings and good wishes to Jnana Mahanti, a speedy recovery, good health, long life for him. That's what is required. Look at the person. He has traveled more than 750 kilometers. His health condition, I don't say is bad. His willpower is very, very, very strong. That's what is required. In addition to his willpower, your best wishes and nature blessings, he will live long. Another person, Vibhu Tripathi, he told me, when I telephoned to him day before yesterday, after receiving the message from the Deputy Registrar of Protocol, sir, you are traveling 6 hours or 7 hours from Visakhapatnam to Malkangiri, an Naxal infected area. Think over. Immediately I telephoned to Vibhu Tripathi. Vibhu Tripathi was insisting and telling continuously, in 215 kilometers, it doesn't take more than 3 hours. You have to come. So I couldn't say no to him. That's how I travel, and I am before you today. 75th year of Republic India. The ray of hope, the defenders of the human rights, the people, for the millions of the people of this country. It is the lawyers and judges of this great country. Please remember this. You need not remember the governors of this country must remember. It is the lawyers clan who hail from the noble profession, responsible for liberation of the country from the colonial rule of 250 years. It is the great architect of the Constitution, Ambedkar, and the great jurists of the Constituent Assembly constituted a drafting committee of Constitution. Given a wonderful political document of Constitution of India, the phrases mentioned in the preamble of the Constitution of India, the sovereignty, the socialist, secular, democratic Republic of India. These phrases are held to be the basic structure of the Constitution of India. Cannot be amended. This is what Keshwananda Bharati, way back in 1974, more than 50 years, we celebrate the 50th year of the judgment, still intact, despite the fact so many people are telling it is not the judges who are sovereign, it is the parliament members of they are the sovereign authority. This debate, criticism we are bearing. But people are accepting that it is the strong pillar of the Constitution. The independence of judiciary is a strong pillar. Unlike today, rule of law is there, and human rights of the people of the millions of the people of the country are protected. I wanted to tell 75 years of Republic India is a long journey. In the parliament, you must have heard 2 weeks back. Prime Minister, Home Minister, Council of Ministers, opposition party leaders, number of statesmen, everybody spoke on the Constitution. At the time when we became independent India, the population was 39 crores. Their geographical area from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, states and union territories, princely states of more than 650. Thank God, thanks to Vallabhbhai Patel, he was the Home Minister. He was responsible to take over the princely states and united to Union of India. The first phrase, first line of the preamble, Union of India. Union of India consists of number of states. Interpretation in Bommai's case, 94, 9th bench of Supreme Court. S.R. Bommai versus Union of India. Constitution is a federal feature of the federal future. It is the basic structure. Judicial review is the basic structure. That's why people who talk that judges have no sovereignty, yes, they are not thinking. But we are the interpreters of the Constitution. We have got the tremendous constitutional power of judicial review, guardians of the Constitution, protectors of the human rights of the millions of the people. That is how today judgment law in various jurisprudences is the main reason for giving meaningful interpretation to Article 14, equality, Article 15, irrespective of the religion, the caste, the creed, and the color. Women are not the equality under the constitution, but in practice, they don't have the equality. I am very happy. A few members from the women or even lawyers, young lawyers, I am seeing, I want more number of young, energetic women to represent the people. So Article 14, 15 and 21, what was the law in A.K. Gopalan's case 1950, Part 3 of the Constitution of India, the Fundamental Rights, has taken different shades and dimensions of interpretation. What was the law in 1950? A.K. Gopalan, the farmers' leader, Marxist Communist Party leader, is no longer that law, is valid law. Today, A.K. Gopalan's case has been thrown to the Arabian Sea. The Fundamental Rights 14, 19, 21 have been interpreted, more particularly Maneka Gandhi's case 1978 Supreme Court. Right to speak and right to travel across the world is a fundamental right. So, there's no doubt under the Constitution of the fundamental rights, human rights, but really, the democracy is in the ICU today in the country. All constitutional institutions have been failed. More than 50% of the population are illiterate. That does not mean that they don't have the wisdom. They have got the wisdom and the strength to live. They do not know what is democracy. They do not know what is Union of India. They do not know what is judiciary. They do not know what is budget allocation. They don't have the demands. In democracy, for the people, by the people, are the people. 66% of the population in rural India, we know it is the farmers, constitute small holding of 66%. Agricultural laborers, more than 20%. They constitute the majority of the population. What is their plight today? What is their per capita income? If you travel from Koraput to Malkangiri across the road, subhuman conditions of the people. 75 Republic India. More than 77 years of independence of the country. We are unable to address the large issues of starvation, suicides by the farmers, natural disaster. During winter, North India, hundreds of people are dying because of the cold winter. Was this expected when we got independence? What does the preamble say? Justice. What justice? Social, economical, political justice. To whom these justices? Where it has reached? If social justice happened, economic justice happened, why the plight of the tribal people, Harishan Girijans, backward class people, why beggary in this country? These are the issues we are required to address. It's only the lawyers community, and the legal fraternity can alone can redress this. We may not claim the sovereignty, but we are the torch bearers and upholders of the human rights of the millions of the people who have no one square a meal per day. Life includes livelihood. Who has said it? It is the Constitution bench of Supreme Court in Volga Telis, 1986 Supreme Court. Volga Telis is the journalist. For livelihood, there must be source of income. What is the source of income? Public employment, private practice, agriculture occupation, agriculture laborers with coolie discharging their duty and earning money. Life includes livelihood. If there is no source of income, there is no meaning for the living. Unless you get the economic justice, you will not get the political justice. You will not get social justice. Why these phrases coined and kept intact in the preamble of the Constitution? We have interpreted. Supreme Court, the courts in this country who have interpreted, rightly said, the brother Judge Socio-economic, there is a talk, very lightly they talk about the lawyers and the judges. You know, your children must not have seen you when you go to the home. Your children will be going early morning, 8 o'clock to the convent school or school. You will be leaving your house and going midnight. Your children must not have seen. Even today, my son make accusation against me. I never taken care of my son, who is a lawyer today. Like that, every lawyer has got this accusation. Judges are not in the comfort zone. Judges are required to work hard. Serious judges. Serious judges we require. Empathy judges we require. Understand the plight of the lawyer we require. The coordination between the judiciary and the members of the bar is very much required. A court shall not function, cannot function without the aid and assistance of a lawyer. It is the lawyers who prepare. That is how the evolution of law is taking place in this country right from 1950. Gopalan's case is changed because it is the effort, relentless effort made by the lawyer. The empowerment of women, social justice. Domestic Violence Act is because of the lawyer. Sexual abuse in the workplace, it is because of the lawyer. So therefore, don't underestimate yourself. I tell the people who talk lightly about the lawyers and legal fraternity and judges, I caution them, shut your mouth. Today, speaker after speaker rightly said, we want medical insurance. The education and medical has become very costly today. Me and Shiv Shankar Mishra will get the reimbursement from the government of India. Class 4 employee of a government servant will get reimbursement. The chief employee will get reimbursement. What about lawyers? Are they afford? It is lakhs and lakhs of lawyers are there today in the country. The rule of law is there. Civil society is there. It is because of the lawyer. If the lawyer does not appear before a court, can a judge pass a bail order? Liberty. Liberty of a person is dependent at a cost on life of a lawyer. Therefore, in the process, either the district judicial member, the constitutional functions, High Court or Supreme Court, we must reciprocate. We must protect our clan legal members of the bar. That's very important. Today, yes, social security measure. We require medical insurance must be borne by both the Union of India and the state government. That must be our duty. Thank Bar Council of India, Bar Council of Odisha, you are very vocal in this regard. You will get it. You have to make a government demand continuous struggle to try to commendate the insurance law. Farmers, yes, they have given satisfaction. We don't want non-implemented law. We wanted law to be implemented by giving social security to the lawyers community. The health insurance must be exclusively, completely borne by Union of India and the state government. This demand must be relentlessly pursued. And this particular, there is a teachers' constituency MLC, graduate constituency MLC. Jurist was nominated to the Rajya Sabha. Today, our strength is more than 1 million in India. It is the legal advice to the President of India and the Council of Ministers of Union of India and state government, state councils, cabinet, Council of Ministers of State. In the lawyers, we have to give the advice. Judgment we have to pass. Therefore, today, there must be a constituency, 2 seats to the parliament. We cannot get elected. They must nominate. President of India must nominate 2 eminent who are defenders of concerned and committed persons to defend the lawyers and concerned to the legal fraternity. 2 members in the parliament and 1 member in the Rajya Sabha. It must be mandatory. If the teachers, graduates constituency is there, why not? The lawyers committee should be the parliament member to facilitate, to interpret the law, to give proper aid to the Council of Ministers for implementation, good governance. Therefore, I appeal to the members of the bar. You have to place these demands. Now, I appeal to the members of the bar that the Legal Services Authority, the statutory authority, law is enacted under Article 39 capital A of the Constitution of India. I was the executive committee member of the National Committee, executive chairman for more than 3.5 years in my state. I did so much.
Yes, okay.
It is the Legal Service Authority where you members of the bar and the six members of the bar must involve yourself to go to the rural India, get all the financial to the women, the working class, the agricultural laborers, the agricultural, so their due share, which is the policies of the government of India and the state government. To all members of the bar, to charge. To all of them, travel to the rural India, travel to the slums, travel to the women. Women judges are plenty in Odisha state, not on account of reservation. I am aware of it. It is not 30%. I am told it is the woman outbeat the men. You don't require the reservation, that's what people were telling. But I appeal to the women lawyer judges, the district judiciary. Please involve yourself, render your human service, have empathy to the poorer section of people, more particularly women. That is very much required. I hope and trust you will do that. We are in the crossroads. We have to work very hard. The enhancement of welfare fund is very minimal. That requires to be enhanced. And the health insurance I've already told you. Regarding lawyers' protection, today lawyers used to be respected earlier. Today there is a threat to the life, manhandling of the lawyer in the lawyer's office and the court premises. For that, protection is very much required. The Protection of Lawyers Act also very much required. The state must enact it. Karnataka state has enacted. For that, you must place the demand, you debate it, resolve it, and pass a resolution, send it to the government of India, and the state government meet the law minister, meet the prime minister, meet the chief minister, see that all your demands are get redressed. That is why is all Odisha Lawyers Association is established. It has crossed more than half a century, 53rd annual conference. I wish each one of you who have assembled here all the best for coming new year and take care of your health and take care of your family members. I appeal to the judges. You have good coordination with the bar, cohesion of the bar. Don't have any confrontation with the bar. Bar members are the pillars of the Indian judiciary. Please don't forget that. We must have cohesion, camaraderie, behavior. And further, I appeal to the members who have assembled here. Seriously debate your problem and get a resolution passed. This kind of conferences will give solution to the problems of the not only yours, solution to the people of the country, to defend the constitution, to protect the democracy, to achieve the ideals of the constitution. That is what is required present day. We are in the crossroads. We should not allow to hijack the constitution, the democracy, the patriotism, secularism. I must, from my bottom of my heart, the Malkangiri and Koraput area is a beautiful mountaineering area. It can be developed like anything. There must be commitment to the governance of this country, both Union of India and state government. Our problems can be redressed. People problems can be redressed. What a beautiful scenery. How many rivers, how many mountains, how much the mineral wealth. Not only the mineral wealth, the Odisha state lawyers, doctors, writers, poets got tremendous capacity to take over the reins of the power of the country. Thank you very much. I must wish all the Malkangiri Bar Association President, all the chief guests, Katak Bar Association President, Chairman of the Bar Council, Vice Chairman of the Bar Council, and member of the Bar Council, and members of the Malkangiri, office bearers of Malkangiri Bar Association, and all associations of Odisha who are responsible making this the program a great and a grand success, inviting my brother Justice Shivashankara, who is the son of the soil, and me, and you are a magnet. You have attracted me. Irrespective of my difficulties, I have been attracted by you because I am dear to your hearts. Thank you very much for giving me this support. Thank you, sir, for your speech. Now let us have the Felicitation. The beginning, may I now request Honorable Justice Bashanta Mishra and former Judge Justice B. Gopalaguda to felicitate the members of the Odisha State Bar Council. May I now request Honorable Chairman of the Odisha State Bar Council, Felicitation Mohan Dwivedi, to be felicitated by Honorable Justice Bashanta Mishra. I would request Honorable Justice P. Gopalagoda and Justice Socio-economic Mishra to come to the other side of the dais so that we'll be able to felicitate the Honorable Chairman of the Odisha State Bar Council, Mr. Siddhant Mohan. May I now request Mr. Siddhant Mohan, Honorable Chairman, Odisha State Bar Council is being felicitated by the All Odisha Lawyers Association. I now request the Vice Chairman, Mr. Rajiv Mahanti, to be felicitated. May I now request Honorable Member the Sandeep Pani. May I request the Honorable Member Mr. Pita Ramesh Patra. Mr. Pita Ramesh Patra and Mr. Sandeep Pani to be felicitated. May I request Mr. Dinesh Rai, Honorable Member of the Bar Council, to be felicitated. May I request Mr. Dhananjay Moon. May I humbly request Mr. Elaine Patel. No. May I request my dear Mr. Giridhari Mahapatra, Honorable Member, Odisha State Bar Council. May I request Mr. Honorable Member, Mr. Giridhari Mahapatra, who hails from Puri, to be felicitated by our guests of this function. May I humbly request the Honorable Member of Odisha State Bar Council, Mr. Raghunath Mantri, to be felicitated. ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛି ଲୋକସାଥୀ ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ମେମ୍ବର ବାର କାଉନସିଲ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଫେଲିସିଟେଟ୍ କରିବେ ମାନ୍ୟବର ଅତିଥି ମାନେ ବିଭୁ ପ୍ରସାଦ ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ। ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ନରସିଂହ ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ନବରଙ୍ଗପୁର ବାର ଆସନ ତରଫରୁ ସେ ମାନପତ୍ର ନୃସିଂହ ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ନବରଙ୍ଗପୁର ବାର ଆସୋସିଏସନ ନୃସିଂହ ଆମର ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ମାନ୍ୟବର ଶବ୍ଦ ରହିଗଲେ ବାର କାଉନସିଲ ନୃସିଂହ ନାୟକ ଆଉ ଗିରିଧାରୀ ମହାପାତ୍ର। ନୃସିଂହ ନାୟକ ଆଉ ଗିରିଧାରୀ ମହାପାତ୍ର। ନୃସିଂହ ନାୟକ ଆଉ ଗିରିଧାରୀ ମହାପାତ୍ର ନିଅନ୍ତି। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ନରସିଂହ ତ୍ରିପାଠୀଙ୍କୁ
নবরঙ্গপুর বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন নরসিংহ ত্রিপাঠী। আচ্ছা, আমরা অনুরোধ করিবি ত্রিনাথ লাল সিং জয়পুর বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন ডিস্ট্রিক্ট বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন জয়পুর। তারপরে অনুরোধ করিবি পদ্মনাভ দাস রায়গড়া বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন। তারপরে অনুরোধ করিবি বিজু সরকার সেক্রেটারি মালকানগিরি বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন। বিজু সরকার। পদ্মনাভ দাস রায়গড়া বার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন।
May I now humbly request the organizers to make the memento for our Odisha High Court Bar Association President, Mr. Vijay Kumar. May I humbly request the organizers to make the memento for Honorable. May I now request Honorable Justice Shivashankar Mishra to be felicitated by the Chairman of Odisha State Bar Council, Mr. Sitams Mundiri. May I request Honorable Justice B. Gopala to be felicitated by the Chairman of the All Odisha Lawyers Association. Justice B. Gopala to be felicitated by the Chairman of the All Odisha Lawyers Association, Mr. Gyanandan Mahato. May I request Mr. Ranganathan Satpathy, the President of the Aula, to be felicitated by the Chief Speaker, Justice B. Gopala. Friends, we know that we have a lot of mementos to be constituted. May I now request both our guests, Honorable Justice Shivashankar Mishra and Justice B. Gopala to felicitate the Malkanagiri Lawyers Association President, Mr. Nusima Mahan. All our lawyers friends will give a big clap. It is his efforts for last couple of days which could make us successful. All Odisha Lawyers Association will felicitate two senior members, Dr. Hassan Khan and Mr. Amar Mahanti from Bhubaneswar Bar Association. May I request now Mr. Nusingha Mahanti of the Malkanagiri Lawyers Association felicitated by Honorable Justice Shivashankar Mishra and Justice B. Gopala. May I request Dr. Hassan Khan and Mr. Amar Mahanti, Advocate Bhubaneswar, to kindly come to the dais. Now, we are at the end of the program. I would request Mr. Sanjit Panigai to deliver his vote of thanks. May I request Mr. Sanjit Panigai to deliver his vote of thanks? Friends, please wait for a minute time for my friend Mr. Sanjit Panigai to deliver his vote of thanks.
ଅବିଭକ୍ତ କୋରାପୁଟର ମାଲକାନଗିରି ଲୟର୍ସ ଆସୋସିଏସନର 51ତମ ନିଖିଳ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ସଂଘ ଅଧିବେଶନର ସମସ୍ତେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଥିବା ଓଡ଼ିଶାର କୋଣ ଅନୁକୋଣରୁ ଅତି ବିଜ୍ଞ ବୟସ୍କ କନିଷ୍ଠ ମଧ୍ୟମ ସମସ୍ତ ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୋ ଅନ୍ତରର ନିଖିଳ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଆଇନଜୀବୀଙ୍କ ପରିବାର ତରଫରୁ ହାର୍ଦ୍ଦିକ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଏବଂ କୃତଜ୍ଞତା ଜ୍ଞାପନ କରୁଛି। ତା ସହିତ ଆଜିର ଦକ୍ଷିଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ମାଟିର ପୁଅ ସୁପ୍ରିମକୋର୍ଟରେ ବି ସୁନାମ ଅର୍ଜନ କରିଥିଲେ। ଆଜି ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଉଚ୍ଚ ନ୍ୟାୟାଳୟର ମାନ୍ୟବର ବିଚାରପତି ଶ୍ରୀଯୁକ୍ତ ଶିବଶଙ୍କର ମିଶ୍ରଙ୍କୁ ମାଟି ଏ ମାଟିର ପୁଅ ଯଦି ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ପରିଷଦର ଅଧ୍ୟକ୍ଷ ଯିଏ ନିଖିଳ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ସଂଘକୁ ଏକାଠି କରିବା ଏବଂ ଆଜିର ଦିନ 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ହବାର ଅନୁଦାନ ଅବଦାନ ମଧ୍ୟ ଅତୁଳନୀୟ ମହୋଦୟଙ୍କୁ ବି ହାର୍ଦ୍ଦିକ କୃତଜ୍ଞତା କରୁଛି। ଓଡ଼ିଶା ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ବାର୍ ଆସୋସିଏସନର 800-900 କିଲୋମିଟର ଦୂରରୁ ଦୀର୍ଘ 12-13 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଯାତ୍ରା କରି ଆସୁଥିବା ଅନବରତ ଭାବେ ସଙ୍ଗରେ ମୋ ସହିତ ମାନ୍ୟବର ସଦସ୍ୟ ବିଭୁ ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ ସହିତ ମିଳିବୁ ସେ ପଚାରୁଥାନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ ଥାନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ଯୋଉଟା ନ ରହି ନିଖିଳ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ସଂଘ ମାଲକାନଗିରି ବାର୍ ଆସୋସିଏସନ ତରଫରୁ ଏ ମାଟି ଓଡ଼ିଶା ରାଜ୍ୟ ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ପରିଷଦର ଉପାଧ୍ୟକ୍ଷ ଶିକ୍ଷକ ରାଜୀବ ବି ନିଖିଳ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଆଇନଜୀବୀ ସଂଘ ତଥା ମାଲକାନଗିରି ଲୟର୍ସ ଆସୋସିଏସନ ତରଫରୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ହାର୍ଦ୍ଦିକ ଅଭିନନ୍ଦନ ଏବଂ ଦକ୍ଷିଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଓତପ୍ରୋତ ଭାବେ ଜଡ଼ିତ ଥିବା ଶ୍ରୀଯୁକ୍ତ ରମେଶ ପାତ୍ରଙ୍କୁ ବି ସମସ୍ତ ବରିଷ୍ଠ କଳାକୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦଉଛି। ଏହା ସହିତ ଏହି ସଭା ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଜିର ଏହି ସେସନର ଯାହା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି
କ୍ୟାମେରାଟା ଅଛି କିଏ ଯିବ ନାହିଁ ମାନେ ବାଇଟ ଦବ ଟିକେ বাইক দেবো ধরি এনে দেবো বলছি কমে দেবো তুমি কি করবে অনেক টপিক চাও অনেক টপিক দেবো কি করা বাড়ি সকাଳୁ ମୁଁ ଜଗିଛି କି ଗୋଟେ ପକେଇଲି ଅଛି ବାକି ରେକର୍ଡିଂ ଅଫ୍ କରିଦଉଛି
स्ट्रीमिंग ऑफ करना
କିଛି କରୁନ କାହିଁକି
से ये करो बदेव करो
ସିଟ୍ କଲେନି ନାଇଁ ମାନେ ବନ୍ଦ
मान्यवर विधायक जौनपुर हाँ सही है भाई ଆମ ସହିତ ଜଣନ୍ତି ଦୁନିଆ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ହିନ୍ଦୀ
ଆଉ ତ ନବ ନ ଜଣ ଗାଡି ତ ନେଲେ ଆଚାर्य ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟ ठीक और साथ बंदे का আর মো সেয়া কইবা আরে হাতে পাত্র
से ଅଛି हाँ बोलो के